$65,000, 500. Why am I targeting that area? Can we hit that level? Okay. So let's analyze the price of Bitcoin. Smash up the like. If you enjoy the alpha and the education on this channel, hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Let's dive right in. Let me know if it's all good. You guys can hear me. Monroe, afternoon from the UK. Welcome to the live stream. Peter, great morning all. 𝗬𝗍𝗃𝗍 first, welcome. Good morning, dear world and legends. Mr. Frank, welcome to the live stream. Okay, so I just want to take some stuff here out the way, just some things that I'm measuring at the moment. Okay, so let me share my screen over here. Okay, and before I dive here into the price of Bitcoin, we have the World Series of Trading, okay, about to start on the 1st of October. If you'd like to join our team, our Bitcoin Census team, myself and Andy, starting on the 1st of October, we will share the competition link. You have to sign up with Bybit, okay? You have to sign up to Bybit using the link down in the description, okay? Using this link down in the description, signing up to Bybit, we will form a team, we'll share the competition link, and we can all trade together. And myself and Andy will be very active inside of Discord, sharing those sniper daily scalping trading scenarios. Okay, cool. So also, if you'd like to benefit from Bluffin, that 10% cash back by simply depositing money into your features account, okay, free money. Use the link down in the description. Also, no KYC required. You sign up in a couple of minutes using either your cell phone number or an email. Okay, right, legends, let's dive into the analysis over here. So you can see I'm here on the small time frames. I'm stuffing around, and I will share a scenario where I traded some Elliott waves inside of this little structure over here successfully yesterday. And right, I often get the question, what is the easiest trading strategy? Okay, and this easy trading strategy works very well in a trending market, and at the moment we are trending. Okay, the difficult part is to determine whether you're trending or whether you're ranging, and at the moment we're trending, and there's been so many successful one-line breakouts to the upside where you would not have been stopped out one so far. So I am tracking this momentum. I'm not convinced yet that this is a true breakout here to the upside. Yes, the signs are there. Okay, this recent one that I'm tracking here at the moment, we've broken out. Okay, please do not FOMO into trades. Apply good risk management, because you never know if this is going to be the situation, or there's a possibility to go and claim the high. Okay, so there's been many examples during, okay, break up, you claim the high. Right, there's another one. I actually shared this one with the Legends Pro community. Breakout, you claim the high and you actually went to much higher levels. I traded this one during the interest rate decision, okay? I remember this clearly because I analyzed this. I saw massive bullish CVD against this pivot and this pivot. There was also bullish CVD against this pivot, but then we invalidated it, but there was just some insane bullish CVD against these two pivot. And I remember I was going to bed, I was lying in bed, and I drew my very steep trend line. And I was like, right, if my alarm goes off, and I do wake up, okay, I will consider entering a trade over here to claim the highs. Okay, my alarms went off. Okay, round about here, I entered, we claimed the highs, beautiful trade in the bag. Okay, so just proof that when you are in a trending market, the one-line trend strategy can be very powerful, okay? And there was another one. You could have tracked this one as as well, all right? On the smaller time frames, 1 minute time frame, beautiful trend, you break out. I don't like steep trends like this, but because of the bullish CVD that I saw over here, and there was also a triangle that we got acceptance back inside, okay? This triangle, right? We broke out, we came back in, we got acceptance back outside the triangle, and that is why I took the trade, okay? You have acceptance back outside of the trend, you're breaking this one, you have bullish, you have massive bullish CVD between these two pivots, and it just screamed to me that it's going to take the high over here, because this high didn't claim this high properly, okay? It literally just tapped it and it fell to the downside, and then, yeah, I took profits here, round about here, and a little bit, I think a little bit higher, here. I took profits. Can't remember exactly, but nonetheless, successful trade in the bag. Irina, welcome. Nice to see you. You too. Yacosta, good morning, legends. Welcome to the live stream. Lenny Joe, Bybit is bad. They are chasing stop losses like crazy. Only exchange that I'm trading in minus. Okay, I'm not sure if Bybit is chasing stop losses because a chart is a chart at the end of the day. Okay, and if you're putting your stop loss where you're supposed to put your stop loss, right, it shouldn't be a problem. I've personally never had a problem with Bybit. But I mean, each to your own, each to their own. Trade the exchange that you love to trade on. I'm definitely going to participate in the World Series trading competition because there's some massive prizes to be won. Okay, so I hope you guys can join me. Okay, I mean, the Juicy Alpha, the reason why everyone is here. Okay, I'm going to keep the live stream a little bit shorter today as well. And but I'm going to get through the alpha. No worries. I'm going to get through the alpha. So smash up the like button. Let's get through the alpha. Why $65,000 500? Can we still get there, or are we going to fall down from where we are right now? Okay. I do, however, see a possibility. I just want to highlight, I do see a possibility, maybe, okay. We've just had breakout after breakout after breakout successfully to the upside, and you would not have been stopped out once by using the one-line trend strategy, trading the momentum here to the upside. Okay, but at some point it comes to an end where it starts rolling over. And when you get stopped out once, maybe you get stopped out at the second one, you can see, okay, momentum is starting to shift to the downside. So you just never know, right? Whether this one, okay, is going to look like it breaks out and it rolls over and it falls down. Okay, and that's why always you have to pay yourself. You have to pay yourself on the way up. You have to pay yourself on the way up, taking profits by the high, potentially leave some of the position open for higher levels. So what I would like to do now is maybe just zoom in here onto the 4-hour time frame. I'll take the trend lines here out the way, clean up the chart a little bit. The one thing I want to highlight over here is that I did actually enter a short this morning, okay? And take this out. Where did I enter the short? Okay, exactly at the point of control of this range over here. Okay, so let me zoom in so everyone can see which range I'm talking about. Okay, that is where I entered a short. And as you can see, we tapped this level. Let me just tap it on there so it brings it across. We tapped it to perfection. Okay, so what I did over there is, if I now zoom into our recent price action, you can see on the smaller time frames, we actually had momentum to the upside. And as we recovered, okay, I didn't get it exactly. You don't have to be exact, sniper. It's difficult to catch it exactly, but I saw the price momentum to the upside and I entered here. That's where I entered a short. And I already took profits here on the way down, okay? And I explained to our Legends Discord community why I took profits, where I took profits, and what do I expect next from a trading perspective. Okay, so I'm currently in a short. I've already taken some nice profits. I mean, it looks small. I mean, this really looks small, but I can tell you guys now with a little bit of leverage, not risking more than what you can afford to lose, okay, you can make nice gains with these little movements to the downside and to the upside. So it's not to say that you cannot short an uptrending market if you know exactly where to short, how to manage risk, be defensive. You can, make money to the up and to the downside, whether you're trending to the upside or whether you're trending to the downside. You can still long and short from a day trading perspective. So this is where I entered the short. I took profits. Yeah. Okay. Let me just make sure that I tell you guys exactly where I took profits. Just wanted to get it exactly. Yes, this is exactly where I took profits, 1.618, because I know that I'm fighting the trend. The trend is up. We're making higher highs, higher lows. Okay, I cannot be that person that expects the lows to be claimed, right? Especially if you're shorting in an uptrending market. I knew, okay, that there's a high chance of us rolling over here. We have tapped that point of control that I've highlighted on the 4-hour time frame. We're rolling over here to the downside, and 618, baby, that is where you need to take profits, because you just never know. Now we're breaking trend over here. Okay, now we can potentially move back to the upside, and then it stops you out and you didn't take profits. No, you have to pay yourself. Although there is the possibility that we can roll over. Yes, definitely. Okay. Just take this out the way. Let's go back onto the 4-hour time frame. Why $65,000, right? And I need to go here onto the 4-hour time frame to explain to everyone, why am I aiming for $65,000? Yes, we can have a little correction here to the downside, but I think momentum can potentially still continue, okay? Because nothing just moves in a straight line. So when I look at this entire structure here, okay, and I'm specifically interested in this structure. You can see we had a nice pump here to the upside and we made a correction. This correction, okay, corrected this entire structure. This is why I'm interested in looking at this structure, because this structure could potentially tell me where this structure is going to go. Okay, this is why I'm interested in this structure. So what is interesting to me is that this could potentially be the formation, and let me not bring Elliott Wave theory into it just as yet. Okay, I just want to take this FIP here out the way. So you guys can see that I have a 1-to-1 extension at $65,537. I just rounded it off on my thumbnail to $65,500. Okay, you can definitely have, from a wave perspective, if this is the wave, okay, you can have a 1-to-1 extension and then continue the momentum to the upside or start correcting back to the downside. So this is the next target that I potentially see for the price of Bitcoin that we could get a significant reaction from. We're either going to reject from this area, which is also you swing failuring from the highs over here, okay, and make a 3-wave corrective structure to the downside, maybe then 3 waves back to the upside. We don't know. But for now, this is a very important level that I'm definitely keeping an eye on. So let's say on the smaller time frames, I said there's a probability that we could potentially roll over from where we are right now. But what I mean by rollover is maybe a correction like this, and then you continue, okay? Because everything moves in waves. A wave, okay? A wave, and then potentially here, we'll have a deeper correction. So this is why the 1.1 extension is so important to me. Why I also like the 1-to-1 extension over here is that this structure, okay, screams corrective structure to the upside or 3-wave structure to the upside. Let me not use the word corrective, because when the price is pumping and I use the word corrective, people are like, but we're going up while we're correcting, right? 3-wave structure. What is interesting about this structure is that when I zoom into the 1-hour time frame and I look at the structure, is that I cannot count, okay, 5 impulsive waves in each wave. Okay, so for impulsiveness to continue in a certain direction, what you want to see, okay, is 5-wave structures. You want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3-wave corrective structure. You want to see again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one will be bigger than the first one, and then you want to see another corrective structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is how an impulse works. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have 5 waves inside of each wave. Okay, that is a proper Elliott wave impulse. And then you can have a little bit of a retracement. 618, when you take a FIP from the low to the high, you can have that 618 50% FIP retracement, and then the process repeats itself to the upside. Okay, so why? The reason I'm explaining this to everyone is that when I look at this structure, okay, I don't see 5 waves inside of each wave. You can potentially force count 5 waves inside of this structure, because I'm looking at this wave, okay, as the wave 1. Okay, but it counts very smoothly as a 3-wave structure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm looking at this impulse to the upside. 1, 2, 3. Where's 5? There's no 5. Where's the 5? Okay. Yeah, some people are arguing with me saying, no, but this is 4 and this is 5. No, it's not, because here is the 3-wave corrective structure that's correcting this wave. Okay. So, and again, the drama continues all the way to the upside, is that now I look at this structure over here and I count, okay, 1, 2, 3, where's the 5? 3-wave structure, correct? 1, 2, 3 to the downside, right? So far, so good. 3-wave structures, okay? Now also here, 1, 2, 3. Where's 5? Okay, you guys get the point, right? I can go on and on and on and on. The reason I'm highlighting three-wave structures because corrective structures like WXY structures can be a multitude of three-wave structures. And this is why the one-to-one extension is so important, because if this is, someone in our Legends trading community, Alex, highlighted this potential corrective structure to me, and I had a look at it and I was like, actually, it makes a lot of sense. And now it's actually starting to become the highest probable scenario. So Alex, if you are in the stream, well done, right? Well done. Okay, so what I'm looking at over here is a potential WXY. Okay, which is not an impulse. It's a corrective structure to the upside. And then it can have three waves to the downside. And it can have three waves to the upside. But it's not impulsive to just continue momentum. So at some point, we need to see a little bit of a three-wave, massive three-wave to the downside. Doesn't have to take the low, okay? Never doesn't have to take the low. But I will get to what this is building up to at the moment. The reason I like the one-to-one from a WXY perspective is because the Y wave has a very common target of the one-to-one. Okay, this is a very common Y wave target, the one-to-one extension, and also a little bit further up, the 1.236. So this box over here between $65,500 and $67,400, okay, is a potential rejection zone where we could see a larger three-wave structure to the downside. Okay, this is why this area is so important, right? So, I mean, it's all just a game of probabilities. And the probabilities at the moment tells me because of the waves that I've counted inside of all of these structures and the structures that we're now seeing here to the upside, it just simply increases the probability that we are still going to see a larger three-wave structure to the downside that can still form a higher low and then continue momentum back to the upside. So I'm not saying because this is corrective, we're going to just smash down. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it can be three waves up, three waves down, three waves up, three waves down until we have a breakout. Okay. So it's basically why this zone to me is so important. 1.1 extension, one-to-one extension, and the 1.236. Okay, now I can go here back onto the 4-hour time frame, and I just quickly want to take everyone through another scenario. Okay, let me say, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, hi legends, smash up the like, let's go. Ghost Levi, good morning, welcome to the live stream. Always appreciate your support, Mr. Crypto Big Brains. 3 White Soldiers, Moolish, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Right, let's go. So, on the daily time frame, I quickly want to take you guys through the daily time frame. Okay, there is one bullish scenario that's about to be invalidated, but it's not necessarily bad news. Sorry, my ears just closed up on me. If I go to the 1-day time frame over here, okay, and for those of you that's been following me for a while, you have seen me talk about this in a couple of my updates already. So let me take the 𝗬𝗚𝘃𝗍𝒽 out the way, delete that WXY, and let's look at that structure. It's not this one. Okay, might have to go through a couple of them because my folders are all mixed up for some reason. I don't know. Okay, it's this one over here. Right, so when we look at this entire corrective structure that we've been in since March, okay, this entire structure over here, I have often said that there's 2 possibilities that could potentially play out over here, or actually 3, okay? The Y wave, where we now have, did you guys see how often WXYs plays out? You know, WXY corrective structures are very complex corrective structures. They're not as simple as ABCs, but all a WXY in essence is, it has an ABC in W, it has an ABC in X, okay? And then Y is where the complexity starts, because Y wave can have a 5-wave structure to the downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Where did I grab that from? Okay, so this could, and I have said this, someone asked me once a couple of weeks ago or a week ago or so, Devil, do you think the low is in over here when we made the low? And I said, at the moment, the probabilities for me are higher that the low is in and we are going to continue to the upside. Okay, because a Y wave can end in a 5-wave structure to the downside, but a Y wave can also end in a ABCD, basically a triangle. It ends in a triangle, but there's a couple of rules that needs to be followed, because if the rules are broken, then the triangle is no more triangle. Okay, so what you want to see in this ABCDE, okay, couple of rules, and you will see I have 2 invalidation lines, is that you can see that the C point is in already. Okay, we have a, we have a B already, we have a C, and now we are busy with the D. Okay, and can you guys see how close we are to the invalidation? The C point is not allowed to take the high of the B point. There's the B point high. It's not allowed to take the high. So either what's going to happen right now, so that one-to-one extension that I've just highlighted could potentially not be hit if the scenario is going to play out, where we come back down for E. Then the Y wave is complete. Okay. Also, another rule, E is not allowed to take C. Okay. That's why I have an invalidation. And then explosion to the upside. So bad news if we take the high, okay, where we could continue here to the upside, but I'll get to that scenario in a moment. But also, it's actually, it's not so bad. But I guess what I'm trying to highlight over here is, although this scenario is about to get invalidated, it's not invalidated yet. It's about, it's so close, okay? And it looks like the probabilities are high to invalidate the scenario at the moment, is that there's still another bullish scenario that I'm keeping an eye on, but it is a little bit early for that scenario. I don't really like to talk about those scenarios, but I do like all of the 3-wave structures inside of this entire zone at the moment. Do you guys remember when I said, okay, let me take this out the way. We've had many bullish structures during this entire consolidation. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, and you wanted to see an explosion. We had a 5-wave structure over here. We also had a 5-wave structure over here. 1, 2, 3, or this is a double 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay. You wanted to see an ABC, not take the low, which we did. And I kept on saying each bullish structure has failed us up until now. What if the bearish structure, because when we started building this structure, all hell broke loose and everyone is like, we're going down to $40,000. Why? Because when you go back here onto, let's go to 4-hour time frame, it is bearish as hell, okay? Not to... Right, let's look at the structure. 1, 2, 3. Where's the 5th wave? Okay, when people saw this 1, 2, 3, and there was no 5th wave, 4, 5. That's what you want to see. Okay, because there was no 5th wave, this structure made so many people extremely bearish to say that, well, when you have 3-wave structures to the upside, you could be in a WXY corrective structure. You're going to fall down. Okay, now we have still not fallen down. Now there's 3 waves inside of this structure. There's 3 waves inside of this structure. There's just 3 waves everywhere. There's no bullishness to the upside or to the downside at the moment. Very confusing. But it was this move here that made a lot of people bearish. Okay, and I kept on saying, and you guys can go and find those live streams because I kept on talking about it. You know, my live streams from 5 to 10 August, I kept on talking about it. And even during this entire consolidation, I kept on saying, guys, I think the bearish structure is going to take us to all-time highs. Okay, because of the following. Bearish structures, okay, so let me start here with a blank piece of paper. You can start an impulse back in a certain direction, either to the upside or to the downside in 5-wave structures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the easiest one to count. Most people can count a 5-wave structure. You start Elliott Wave theory by counting 5-wave impulsive structures, 3-wave corrective structures. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then it becomes a little bit more tricky. Then you get leading contracting diagonals where you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The waves are allowed to overlap each other, but then you have 2 different leading diagonals, okay? You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They look exactly the same, but there's a significant difference between the 2. In this leading diagonal, how it basically works is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. You make a higher low. You do not take that low. Okay, this is what you call a leading diagonal in Elliott Wave theory. For most pattern traders, they will look at this as a bearish pattern. We're going to break to the downside. Only to break out, you make a higher low, and then bam, off to the races you go. Okay, where this is then a 1, 2, 3 to the upside. And your first wave started with a leading diagonal. So this is the one that most people are familiar with. But then you also get this one over here, okay, that has, this is now the juicy part, legends. Smash up the like over here. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Need I say more? So 2 types of leading diagonals, and we could be in the formation of this one over here with multiple 3-wave structures. But the rules, there's very clear rules. Each impulse has to have 5 waves, has to have 5 waves, has to have 5 waves. Each impulse has to have 3 waves. 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves. If this last one decides to have 5 waves inside of the structure, it is not a leading diagonal anymore. So it has to follow the rules. If it starts with 3 waves, it has to end here with 3 wave, 3 wave, 3 wave, and so the momentum continues. Okay, so this is now where it becomes interesting is, okay, when I go back to the chart. Oops. Okay, before I continue, hi Devil, hope you're doing well. Seeing some nice local bullish CVD. Let me go and have a look at the CVD. Ooh, I do see, oh, almost claiming the low over here, almost claiming the low. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, but I also see some nice berry CVD. Do you see the berry CVD? Okay, look at that. Massive berry CVD. Okay, so more locally, we do have bullish CVD against this pivot. Okay, and once you claim that pivot, it's invalidated, but then we still have bullish CVD against that pivot. So let's see which one's going to play out. That's the confusing part, is that we have massive bearish CVD, and now we have a little bit of bullish CVD countering the move. So what that could mean is that, okay, if it can just leave me alone, just stay there, right? Stay there. Okay, cool. What it could mean is that the bullish CVD can definitely play out where it claims the high. Okay, bullish CVD, tick, played out. And then Bybit decides to still go up over here, right? And then your SFP from this high, bam, that's the target. Remember, that's the target for the larger CVD. This is the larger CVD, and you need local CVD to confirm that this CVD is going to play out. So you could go up here, this bullish CVD plays out, right? You still make bearish CVD, or this CVD has not played out as yet, whether it just needs to at least stay neutral, and then your SFP from this high over here, and then smack down. Okay, cool. Right, legends, remember the links down in the description. 10% cashback and bluffing, right? Just by simply putting money in the exchange. You don't even have to sign up. It's for existing users as well that has used my link in the past. And then the World Series of Trading will be happening on Bybit from the 1st of October. You have to use the link down in the description. Go sign up so long, prepare. Myself and Andy will share the link once it's ready. We will form a team and we will trade for some amazing prizes. Okay, make sure to join our Discord community as well, because myself and Andy is going to be very active sniping the trades on a daily basis so that we can get closer to that prize money. Okay, so legends, I've now built up to this whole thing. I've now built up. I've explained to you 3-wave structures, Elliott Wave, leading diagonals. Okay, now this is where things become interesting. Okay, let me just take this little thingy here out the way. Okay, so now, because this is 3 waves, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this structure counts so beautifully as a WXY. Let me quickly show everyone. Okay, when I take a fib extension, okay, from the high to the low of W to the high of X, okay, 1-to-1 extension. This is why the 1-to-1 extension is so important, because here we have a WXY. Why? Yes, you did overshoot a little bit, but it doesn't have to tap the line and then move up. It's this boxy that's so important. This box, Y wave target. Okay, that's why I'm saying that Y wave target at $65,000. That's why it's so important. So 3 wave up. Okay, 3 wave corrective structure, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and now this looks like another 3 wave structure. 1, 2, 3 wave structure. Okay, which now leads me to believe the following scenario is gaining probabilities. Okay, nothing, unfortunately, is ever guaranteed in the market. But what if, okay, this here's now a leading diagonal that I've just drawn on the paper or the blackboard for here for everyone, is to say that, well, what if, okay? So I've explained to everyone that triangle on the daily time frame for the Y target could be invalidated when we take the high over here, okay? But it doesn't mean that we're going down to $40,000, okay? What I like about this, what if this is a 3 wave in 1, 3 wave corrective structure, 2, okay? 3 wave impulse to complete 3, 3 wave corrective structure to complete 4, 3 wave to complete 5, 3 wave to complete C, and then you will form a higher low compared to this low. You're not allowed to take the low, okay? And I can tell you guys now, if this structure had to play out, I mean, there's still, you know, till the end of October for the structure to play out, more or less, give or take, until the end of October, okay? But I can tell you guys now, if Bitcoin hits this level, I'm going to pay attention. I'm really going to pay attention, especially if this entire structure has played out till here and we start getting this drop, because I can guarantee you guys what's going to happen when you lose this trend. Okay, do you guys know what's going to happen if you lose this trend? I'm going to have people sending me comments. We're going to $30,000. They will be going to $40,000. Why are you so bullish? Why are you telling the people that we are going to take the all-time highs? Okay, we're going down to, we're going to go close that CME gap at $9,000 when this moves happens, and then whew, off you go, right? Because this could be, and I need to zoom out for this one. Okay, this could be the formation of a, let me take this, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need to zoom out a little bit more. Okay, but you guys get the picture. Okay, because this is then the formation of a bigger structure here to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this could potentially be the continuation of the bull market here to the upside. Okay, I do want to highlight, you guys can see that there's still a lot that needs to happen. Okay, this structure can still be invalidated. There's some rules that I'm keeping an eye on. One of the rules is the third wave is not allowed to be larger than the first wave. You can see I have an invalidation over here. Okay, if we start just pumping up here and we tap my invalidation, we could invalidate the scenario. Okay, so either there's something that I have not seen and we just continue and continue and continue, or we hit the invalidation and we smack back down. Okay, so the rules that needs to be followed, if you know Elliott Wave theory, well, at least the basic, I just want to make it clear, guys, I do not regard myself as an expert in Elliott Wave theory. I am still learning, okay? The corrective structures can be very complex, but I'm trying to teach you what I know so far. And as I'm learning, I will bring that knowledge to the table and keep on educating over here, okay? Elliott Wave theory is not easy, okay? But also, so when I take a fib extension here, okay, not a normal fib, a fib extension, trend-based fib, from the low to the high. So what I'm trying to measure is, I'm trying to measure how big this first wave is so that the third wave do not exceed the 1-to-1 extension. So this first wave to the low, okay, so what this basically means, this is where I have my invalidation. Can you guys see? So it tells me that this wave, if it hits the 1-to-1 extension over here, if this wave comes up and it hits the 1-to-1, it means that this wave and this wave is exactly the same length. Okay, so in a leading diagonal, preferably it's not a hardcore invalidation. Your third wave is a little bit shorter than your first wave. Okay, so it does not hit the invalidation. Then it comes back down, and then it goes back up for the fifth wave, and then it scares the crap out of everyone, and then the bull market continues. So yes, it is a little bit early to call for leading diagonals, but you just never know. I can actually show you guys a very recent example of this. Okay, this is higher time frames. We're talking about weeks for this to play out. Okay, we're gonna, if there's so much that can happen and so many day trades that you can enter during this entire move. You don't want to wait for over a year, right? Depending on when you want, if you want to buy some spot bags, you're going to have to be a little bit patient if you've missed out so far. Okay, but this plays out all the time, even on the 1 minute time frame. And I actually traded it last night. I want to show everyone, okay? Smash up the like for the education. Let me take this out the way and delete all of this stuff over here. Okay, so when I go into the 1 minute time frame, yes, I have to admit, I was on the 1 minute time frame last night and I traded the crap out of something. I want to share with everyone what I traded on the 1 minute time frame. Let me just go find it. Where are we? Let me switch on my 1 minute time. This is what I traded last night, and it actually played out to perfection. What is this? Take that out. Okay, cool. So let me zoom in over here. Pretend that this is the daily time frame. Okay, it's just candles. At the end of the day, it's candles going up and down. But here it played out to perfection. Okay, here is a leading diagonal. Do you guys see? Okay, I shared this last night with the Legends Pro community, our Legends Discord community, first link down in the description. I shared this and I made some significant profits with just trading Elliott Waves. All I did is I traded Elliott Waves. With FIB extension and counting the waves, I played up and down, up and down, up and down this entire move. But the reason I want to show everyone over here is because here is a leading diagonal. Okay, in the first wave. Okay, so look at the green. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so on the larger time frame, what I've just shown you guys with the leading diagonal is we are over here. We are still busy with this third wave potentially. Okay, but they happen and all the time frames. So last night I saw this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I drew my leading diagonal and I said, okay, if we make a ABC, okay, this is where I was trying to make a trading decision. If we have an ABC here to the downside that does not take the low, I'm going to enter a long, okay, because this could be a leading diagonal. Okay, ABC to the downside. We didn't take the low. I entered here when I saw the retracement back to the upside and we're getting acceptance back above the lows over there. I entered and I measured my move. I measured from the low to of 1 to the high of 1 to the low of 2. I got my third wave target. Okay, and I left my long position, rode the momentum here all the way to the upside, and then I saw the weakness, 3 peaks. Okay. Hidden bearish CVD on the 1 minute time frame, the things that I look out for, I entered a short round about this area and I played the momentum to the downside. This is where things got a little bit confusing for me. But the whole scenario still played out, is that your fourth wave is not allowed to go into the territory of number 1. So I then updated the legends and said, guys, just be careful. Okay, we are expecting I'm expecting another fifth wave here to the upside. I'm still expecting this to happen. Price was here. Okay, price was over here. But because I saw the overlap, I told the legends this could also be an A, B, C. The end of the impulse is over and we're going to smack back down. Okay, and then I saw this. Okay, and then I saw this. I longed over here with this retracement, bullish CVD. Okay, took profits by the highs. And then I entered a short because I knew it was the end of the fifth wave. Okay, and I played the A to the downside. Actually, I just left it, right? I took profits by the 0.618. So then what I did is I took a fib from the low to the high. And here by the 0.618 is where I closed my position. I took profits. Okay, went to bed. But on the 1 minute time frame, and I actually had a lot of fun doing this, I had a massive headache afterwards because yes, you're counting, you're measuring, you're counting. You guys should have seen what my chart looked like. There was Fibonacci's and Fib extensions everywhere, just measuring out the moves, looking at CVD, and it was so interesting to me to see how CVD played out during this entire little structure over here. You go up, you make berry CVD against these two pivots. Okay, you come back down, you start making bully CVD against these two pivots. Then you shoot up, you take the high. It was just incredible for me to follow the 1 minute CVD when I was trading the structure. I just wanted to see what does CVD do during during a structure like this. But nonetheless, it played out to perfection. I shorted, I longed, I played this whole thing yesterday, and I made some nice gains on my portfolio. Okay, so I just wanted to share that from an education perspective that I have officially yesterday only traded Elliott waves. I didn't use one-line trend strategies. I didn't use swing failure patterns. I just traded Elliott waves, or this Elliott wave structure last night. And I was busy. I was busy from 5 o'clock in the afternoon up until 10 o'clock in the evening, trading this little structure on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, so it can keep you quite busy. I love the educational from this true legend. Thank you, 𝗬𝗍𝗽𝗍, you're much appreciated. Thank you so much. Yes, I know, guys, I know Elliott wave theory is complex. Okay, when people see this, right, they want to run away. Okay, they hop onto my channel, they see all these numbers on my chart, and they're like, no, I'm not going to hang around. I want to see, I want to see a moon boy telling me that we're going to $100,000. Okay, on this channel, I can promise you guys one thing. I will always educate you how to catch fish for yourself. Because if I'm going to give you fish the whole time, you will eat for a day. But if you can learn to catch your own fish, you will eat for a lifetime. Right? So this is why I focus very heavily on education and not just try and give signals, okay, like most channels do. Guys, I'm entering here. Here's my stop loss. This is where I'm taking profits. And then most people just enter these trades blindly without knowing why, what to look out for, proper risk management, Elliott wave theory, swing failure patterns, what you need to look out for, how to get out of a trade if things turn against you, okay? Manage your fear and greed. Like, they don't teach those things, okay? If you're following Moon Boys and you are here on the channel because you want signals, you're in the wrong place. I can tell you now, you're in the wrong place. You need to go somewhere else, okay? Because here we educate. I want everyone that's watching this channel at the moment, if you are serious about trading and you potentially want to leave your 9 to 5 at one day, okay, this is the place you want to be. This is the channel for you, okay? I don't always get it right, and technical analysis is never 100%, but I can tell you guys one thing. My risk management is risk management that keeps you in the game. Okay, when people, I see these people on YouTube, and I actually get frustrated where they go in, okay, with the entire portfolio at 5 or 10x leverage. Like, no, I don't get it. Yes, I mean, everyone wants to double their accounts as quickly as possible. I get it. Everyone wants to do it, but that's that greed, okay? That's the greed speaking to you. If you can make 10, 20, 30% a month, you can stay in this game forever, okay? But I can guarantee you, if you're that person that tries to double their portfolio by following moon boot boys every time, you're going to burn your account. Okay, so I've had my rant for the day. That's basically what I was looking at, legends. Let me go through some comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm basically done with what I wanted to say today, but I am looking at some altcoins. I am in, how many altcoin trades am I? Just want to look here. I am currently in 4 altcoin trades. Let me share it with everyone over here. I really don't mind sharing my trades once I've made the entry, so that you will always hear me when I'm sharing with you. I've entered this trade. I say exactly why I entered, okay? What is my risk management? Where do I plan to take profits? Why did it look juicy? If it happens again, then you know, okay, I'm going to do this. I don't need devil's help because you've spoken about this before. I've learned it. I've mastered it. I've backtested it. Okay, so first trade is ETH. Right, I am here on the 12-hour time frame. Let me zoom out a little bit over here. Okay, what I would like to see from ETH, I played the breakout. A simple breakout strategy, okay? I saw the low, low, higher low. Okay, that's a good sign. Now, you know, you have this fall here to the downside. Lower highs, lower lows, all the way. Now I see a glimmer of hope over here. This is where I started paying attention. I see the low. I see the higher low. Okay, and now I'm saying, okay, now I'm tracking this momentum. You can see I still have my alarm set there. I didn't even delete my alarm yet. Okay, and when my alarm went off, I was like, now is the chance. I'm going, baby, because there's definitely the possibility. Looking at this structure over here, now I want to see a higher high, okay, or a higher low again, and a higher high. Now we got the higher high inside of this local structure, but the more important structure to break from a proof of support perspective is that we have the higher low. We now need to make a higher high. Okay, so if we get here, it's going to be game on. I'm going to be looking for longs during the retracement here. Okay, for that epic breakout here to the upside. It might just do this. You know, the market is here to surprise us, but I like what I see from a structural perspective on the price of ETH. Okay, ETH has broken trend. And this is the breakout that I traded. I actually got in. I was lucky. Well, not lucky. I knew what I was looking for. I actually got into ETH over here. This is where I got in. Okay, so I was able to protect my position before we had the breakout. And now I'm just sitting on my hands, enjoying the momentum here to the upside. But now what's nice about the structure here for me at the moment is that we know we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low, and we have now already made a higher high. I like this. You are changing market structure. Market structure is now to the upside. So you could potentially come back for retracement. What is important is that you make a higher low. And then, I mean, once this correction is done, I think you're going to smash this high. If you're not just going to go and smash it right now from where we are. I don't know, right? So ETH is one trade I'm in. I've also tracked ADA and I've spoken about it. I've also posted it on my social media. So if I go here onto the 4-hour time frame, okay, you can see where we broke out from. I know I've got all these crazy circles everywhere, but it just feels like the alts have corrected for so long. It is due for a little bit of a reversal, okay? Most altcoins, most of the layer ones, the big ones, okay, are inside of a bearish pennant to the downside. Lower lows, lower highs, lower high. You get the picture, okay? You get the picture. Now, for the first time on most of the altcoins, we have made a higher low. Okay, a higher low. Now what you want to see is a higher high. And then it's game on. You're starting to change market structure because it just feels like the altcoins are due for a reversal here to the upside. And I'm not the one saying that it's definitely guaranteed to come and claim the highs. I'm just saying a little bit of a relief rally to the upside would be absolutely welcomed. Okay, it's due. It really is due. And most of the altcoins that I'm checking here at the moment are breaking high time frame. I mean, since March, okay, they are breaking high time frame trends to the upside with bullish momentum. That's what you want to see. We have a higher low. Okay, you want to see a higher high. Okay, your patient traders, your massive swing traders, people that trade with large portfolios, I can guarantee you now they are sitting on their hands. They are waiting for this. Okay, because a professional patient swing trader or a spot trader, they will wait for, they saw this a long time ago already. They saw this on the 4th of September. Now what they are waiting for is they want to see the high. They want to see the high because now they have proof of support on the larger time frame. They will be buying in during this retracement. Okay, because now you have confirmed that you have broken market structure. Right, so ADA is one of them, and as you can see on the smaller time frames, if I zoom in here, this is the breakout that I played. Okay, just one line trend strategy. Played the breakout, my stop was below the low. Okay, we even broke this trend now at the moment. I've already protected my position, so I always like to catch the breakout before the big breakout happens, so that I don't have to now struggle with the entry over here and where to put my stop loss. I can relax and breathe now a little bit. Okay, also I played the breakout on algo. I played this breakout on algo. Now we broke out again. You can see how crazy I've been tracking this momentum. Okay, can you guys see the similarity between the structures? So let me go into the 8 hour. Just wait for the price to load up here. Similar bearish or bullish pennant to the downside. Okay, can you guys see? Bullish pennant to the downside. Algo, in actual fact, is broken out a long time ago already. ADA is only breaking or attempting to break out now. Okay, and then you can see inside of this structure how crazy I went with tracking the momentum, because I want to catch those entries. Okay, so I saw the breakouts. Go back onto the 4 hour, and then you can see, okay, breakout. Cool. Okay, now I want to see a higher high. I wanted us to break these highs over here, which we did. Okay, we broke out. Now, then I tracked that momentum. That is where I got into algo, right? Now I'm tracking this momentum and it's breaking out again. Okay, also link. Oof, I'm in a juicy link trade here at the moment. This is also where I caught link on the 4 hour time frame breakout. Okay, stop below the low. And I'm now just riding the momentum to the upside. Ideally, we're going to keep and we're going to hold this trend. So if we come back for retest, I want to see, okay, higher highs, higher lows, and potentially we continue the momentum to the upside, because Link also has a low. It has a higher low, and I want Link to come and claim this high to confirm that on the larger time frames, months from now, you know, we could potentially continue the momentum here to the upside. So Link, you have to go and claim this high properly, not just tap it. Okay, you want to see a higher high. Okay, you don't want to see this, because you can roll over and come and claim the low once again. Okay, cool. Let me go through some comments. Sin Games 65,500 range at the 786 and makes SFP would be nice, but still could see 69 and maybe fall a break up the resistance line. Yes, so let's just go here onto the 4 hour time frame. Let me switch off that little scenario. Or I can actually delete it. Now that I've spoken about it, I can delete it. I just kept it there in the folder to show everyone over here. Okay, so I just want to look at this structure over here. We are at the moment at the 0.8. Okay, this is where we're currently struggling to break out. Okay, definitely a possibility to go a little bit higher, but the highest target that I do see, if this is a valid, okay, let's just play it out. If this is a valid WXY here to the upside, you take a fib extension, okay, from the low to the high to the low. Okay, I did highlight 65,500, but definitely a possibility. You want a maximum target, okay, of the 1.236. This is the maximum target you want. $67,437, where you then have a WXY and you can have a three-wave structure back to the downside. Okay. Right, if we do shoot through here, okay, there's still a lot that needs to happen before we get to the 1.618. The 1.618 is also a target, but it is regarded as very rare and overextended. So ideally, okay, you want the rejection to take place inside of this box. This is the most common zone. So basically, the reason this is rare and the reason this is common, when you go and backtest Elliott Wave theory, looking at Bitcoin, the Nasdaq, gold, platinum, all it basically says is, let's say 9 out of 10 times a Y wave rejects in this zone, and 1 out of 10 times it will go to the 1.618. So this is common, this is rare. It's not an invalidation, but more often, okay, 90% of the time or 80% of the time, the Y wave will reject in this zone. So when I say it's a rare, it doesn't mean it's an invalidation. It just means it happens very seldom. Right, legends. 𝗬𝗍𝗄𝗍. I'm a little confused with CVD on the BTC is showing both bullish then bearish. Will the price go down first locally, then bigger bearish CVD? Good question. I'm not sure if I should speak about it, but I mean, for the pro members, at least for now, you know, this is my thinking process. I am busy with a CVD educational video. I'm busy putting it together, and I will share it with our Legends Pro community first. Okay, I'm still deciding whether I should publish it on YouTube for everyone to consume, because I want to give the Pro members something special, because I mean, they're paying the monthly subscription. I don't just want to share everything everywhere. So for now, I am preparing an educational video that I will share with the Legends Pro community first. Maybe thereafter, maybe a couple of months after, then I'll share it onto YouTube. I'm still thinking about it. Okay, but I am making a detailed video on how to use CVD, the probabilities, how to read it properly, looking at the 4-hour CVD, the 1 hour, the 15 minutes, the 3 minutes, how they all fit together. I'm really trying to make it as educational as possible. Okay. Andy, hi legend. Welcome to the live stream. Myself and Andy did a Legends Discord live stream together this morning. Absolutely powerful. I really enjoy doing live technical analysis with Andy, because two brains are always better than one. Okay, and myself and Andy together discussed a trading setup inside of this zone over here. Okay, if you'd like the detailed trading analysis, the stop losses, the profit taking areas, why we entering the trade. Okay, myself and Andy do give trading setups. I'm not going to lie, we do give trading setups, but there's so much education that goes around it. Okay, and so much risk management that goes around it, and there's always never a guarantee that the trade is going to play out. Okay, we just basically share what myself or what I am and me and Andy are looking at. Okay, so it looks like one of the trades at the moment, I just want to go here on the 5 minute. It looks like one of the trades might be playing out. Let's see how this develops. Okay, it might be playing out. Let's see. Okay, right. 𝗖𝗆𝘆𝗽𝗍 monthly is 97 a month. Correct. Yes, it used to be 150, so we've brought it down to 97. 𝗖𝗆𝘆𝗽𝗍. Legends, smash up the like for the alpha over here. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you guys would like to go and follow Andy, I have his YouTube channel down in the description. Go check him out. Okay, there's Mr. Andy Jack over there. Go check him out if you're not subscribed to Andy's channel. Also, an extremely good technical analyst, and I mean, Andy is one of the best range traders that I've ever seen in my life. Swing failure patterns, I mean, he really knows how to nail those ones. Go and check Andy out if you're not following him already. Legends, thank you so much for joining. That is all I have time for today. Smash up the like, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Just for now.